Okay, welcome guys. So this is Pycoders Academy Python course, and we have been treating this Python course from the basics, and we started with the list data type, which is the introduction to the other data types. And in the list data type, we learned about the properties of a list, assessing the values of a list, updating the list, and so on and so forth. Okay, so today we will start with another other data type we have, like the tuples. Okay, so tuples, but first we have to treat the index. So as I said, uh, we have to treat the function, the append function, which I said we will treat in this video. So let's say we have a list. Let's say list one. We have something like, we have one, two, three, and we want to append. We just do what I was doing was right. So list one dot append. So let's say we are appending 2009. Then we can say print list one. Okay. Oh, sorry, list one. So I was printing this line instead of this variable. So take note. Okay, so run. Okay, so we have 2009 here. So we can add values to list using the append function. Okay, so let's go to today's business. Okay, so today we will treat tuples as I said, and tuples are just like data, just like lists. Tuples are just a data type which consists of different data types in a single variable. It's the same as a list. But what differentiates a tuple and a list is that in a list we use square brackets, and in tuples we use parentheses. So in a tuple we can write tuple, say a variable name tuple equals, so parentheses 1, 2, let's say cheese, you can have bread, and we have 5.6. Okay, so as you can see, we are using parentheses, so this bracket, this bracket. Okay, but in list we were using square brackets, like this square bracket, but we won't use square brackets here. Okay, so in tuples we use parentheses instead of square brackets. And another property is that tuples are immutable, so it means it can't be changed, so it can be updated. Yeah, it can be updated or it can be appended to. So let's look at accessing value. So we will skip this and we will treat this later. So immutable. So accessing values from a tuple, so it's the same way as in list. So we just use the square bracket. So we will do, so let's say you have this, you can do print, then tuple, that is the variable name, and the square bracket, and we put the index inside. So let's say cheese is at index 0, 1, 2. So cheese is 0, is 2. So let's run this code. Okay, so we got cheese. So it's the same way in accessing the values. We can also do -1 as we did in the previous video to get the last value. Okay, so 5.6. So the accessing is the same in list, so you can refer to the list video to see how you can access values. So moving on, we will look at how to update list. Remember I said we can't update them, so let's look at, let's try to do an update. So let's say tuple, let's say at, let's say index of 3, which is bread, is equal to let's say 100. Okay, so let's print list a tuple, sorry. So tuple, this shouldn't work, I know. So tuples, so we got a trace back here. So it said tuple because tuple object does not support item assignment, so it's fixed, so we can't change it. That's why it is it has a property of immutable, so it can be changed, it can be added on, it can be updated. Yeah, so that's so simple. So now we know that this can this can work in tuples. Let's go to deleting values. So deleting, as I said, we have two ways of deleting the values. We have the del function, and we have the remove function, as we did in the list data type. Okay, so let's start with the del command. So let's say del del of, let's see if this also will work. So tuple, and we put the index, so let's say 4. So let's print tuple. Let's see. Okay, so we got the same thing. So tuple option doesn't support item deletion. So this confirms the immutable property of the tuples, because it can be 1 added on, 2 it can be updated, 3 it can be deleted. So the values can't be deleted, but you can delete the tuple but not the values inside the tuple. So you can delete this tuple like this. So you can see we have to get a trace back. That okay, so sorry. Okay, so we are not getting, it's just printing the class tuple, so we are not getting this. So let's remove this and see what we should get if the del was not there. So if the del was not there, we should get this, but if the del was there, so it has deleted this tuple. Okay, so now we know how to, okay, we have to treat the remove. So the remove will also not work. So let's do tuple, let me print it out, tuple dot remove, and I'll say let's remove tuple. It won't work. So 3 and run. It should not work. Okay, so has no attribute remove, so this doesn't exist in tuple, so we can't delete them, we can't remove them. So now we know how to we know the deleting properties of the tuple. So we can't delete them, we can't remove them, we can't update them, we can't add them, we can't, yeah, that's so simple. So this confirms the immutable nature of the tuple. Okay, so now let's move on to the length. So length is the same in list, so we use the len function. So this is the len function. Okay, so as we did in list, let's print out the number. So this one also starts from 1. So 1, so the numbers start 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so you should get 5 here. So let's pass the variable name, so tuple, and okay, so let's close it. So let's run this code. Okay, so we got 5 here, so it's working. So the length of this tuple is 5 because it contains 5 data types. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it contains 5 different, oh okay, 5 different data types. Okay, so now we know how to find the length of tuples as we did in the list. Now we can concatenate tuples too, as we did in the list. So let's say tuple 1, tuple 1, and we have tuple 2, can say, let me put it here, can say, sorry, oh okay, you can say 2, let's say 4, can say good. Okay, so now we can create another variable adding these two, so tuple 3, or you can do it straightforward in the print function, but I prefer this way. So tuple 1, oh sorry, I keep writing this, tuple sorry, this tuple 2, okay, so you have this, and let's print out tuple 3, sorry, tuple 3. So let's see. Okay, oh, I'm still printing out the len. Okay, so let's run this code. So remember, this hasn't added the tuple 2 to tuple 1. It has just brought them together. So it doesn't violate the immutable property of the tuple. So this is just bringing them together. So we can concatenate tuples as we did in the list. We can also repeat them as we did in the list. So just the repeat. So times 2. So this is the star, and we just print them. Okay, so you got this. So it's repeating this twice. So it's repeating this. The same applies here. So it's repeating it. Okay, so simple. We can concatenate them. We can repeat them. We can append here because they said immutable. So we can't append. We can't delete. We can't update. So that's that for tuples. So tuples are just like a list. Just that it is written with parentheses, but in list we use the square brackets, and we can't it's immutable and lists are mutable. So and we can't update them, we can't add them, we can't add a value to it, or we can't delete from it, and we can find the length as we did in the list. We can concatenate two tuples or two or more tuples, and we can also repeat tuples. So I think that's that for tuples. So next we'll move on to let's say dictionaries.